Hello, Cancer, and welcome to my channel, Tarot by Gabrielle. This is going to be a reading for mid-February 2023, looking at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. As you can see, I've already gone ahead and pulled the oracle cards and clarified those. I have the overall energy for the reading, the tarot deck that we'll dive into, and then the decks that I'll be using in the extended. Any information on the extended reading or on booking a personal reading with me is in the description box below. All right, Cancer, in your recent past, you have the answers you need are coming with the Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like you've been in this energy for a really long time now, where you feel like you've been lacking, honestly, like just overall happiness. Like it could be like in your career, in your love life, in your friendships, and your just, in general. I just feel like there's just been this lacking passion, lacking excitement, lacking just general, I don't know, like happiness for life. Not that you're not a happy person, you could very well be a happy, optimistic person, but just the way that things feel it's just felt heavy. It's felt more, you know, obligatory. You feel more about, you feel more obligation than you do passion, I think is a good way to say that. And I feel like you haven't really known what direction to go to change that for yourself, because in your current energy, I mean, that's the answers you need are coming, but then in your current energy, you have balance, spirituality, and practicality with the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this is an energy of trying to figure out how to handle your obligations, and then how to handle your mental health and your emotional health and your physical health, and how to cook dinner every single night while also making sure that you work the amount that you need to. Like, it just feels like you're having a hard time balance your material world and your like spiritual, mental, emotional well-being too. And I feel like that's kind of what's kept you in this energy of feeling like bleh. And I feel like you don't know what the right answer is to get yourself into an energy of feeling like you are, not that you're not a well-rounded person, but feeling like you are well-rounded without being exhausted all the time. In your immediate future, you have a new romantic cycle begins with the Moon card. Now, yes, this can be about a specific connection. This can be about an actual romantic cycle in your love life. But I am also seeing this as, it sounds kind of cheesy, but like learning to romanticize the little things in life. Like enjoying the small things, enjoying the small moments. Because I feel like you've been really weighed down for a long time by this, by uncertainty and struggle, and I feel like you're having a hard time with like falling in love with your life again. And I really feel like in your immediate future, that's what this is talking about, is falling in love with your life, because that's how we attract things that we love, right? That's how we attract what aligns with us, is being in love with our current circumstances. And that can feel really hard when things just don't feel good. And then your overall energy for this reading is trust and magic. And I really like this energy because to me, this is about learning to trust in the magic of the universe. Again, this sounds kind of cheesy, I feel like, but it really is. It has like it's like learning to fall in love with the magic of the universe, which helps you kind of fall in love with your life a little bit. Now, again, that's really difficult to do when you've been struggling with this energy, but let's get more here. I'm interested in these messages. This is a little outside of the box for me. So let's see. Recent past here for Cancer. Clarifying the answers you need are coming with the Ace of Wands in reverse. Recent past for Cancer. Maybe. The Sun in reverse. I mean, I could have told you that. So this could also be about something financial too, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse, like just struggling financially. But this is just a general lack of happiness with the Sun in reverse. It's just a general lack of, and it's not that you're not a happy person. You could very well be a happy, optimistic person, but it just feels like this level of like being really weighed down by your circumstances and not really knowing how to get out of that energy, because I feel like it's like, well, I have all these responsibilities, I have all these things I have to do, And it's hard for me to get everything done while also making sure that I'm enjoying the process, right? And I feel like you've kind of been a little bit overwhelmed with like your life as a whole, not even just certain aspects of your life, just your life as a whole. Recent past for Cancer. Recent past for Cancer. Because what I feel like this is saying, yeah, because there's the opportunity. There's some sort of opportunity here. I want to get clarity on this Ace of Pentacles. You have the Well in reverse, which is like having a hard time allowing things to flow, which is hard to do when you feel so stuck. Clarifying this Ace of Pentacles in reverse for Cancer's recent past. The Five of Wands. You've been fighting with your life. This is like resistance, like resisting the flow, not on purpose, because this is an Ace of Pentacles you want. So this message is coming in for me in your immediate future, talking about, our life, our circumstances, and the way that we perceive them. Getting super spiritual here is kind of an illusion, right? Our perception is our reality. What we choose to see is what we experience. And so this is almost like shifting the way that you experience your life, that you experience your existence. And it almost is like that allows you to let go of the stress and the anxiety and the frustration and allow things to flow. But I feel like you're having a really hard time doing that because you feel like it's like this energy of like, no matter what I do, I always come up like empty-handed, or I always come up short, or I'm always getting the short end of the stick. And maybe you've experienced that, which is why you're having a hard time with that energy. But that's why you have this trust and magic. There's a lot more to our existence than our circumstances, but we have to learn to find that, right? Again, it's talking more about our perception than anything. So there's some sort of opportunity here for you. Recent past for Cancer. But it's one that you're being prepared for, almost, or one that's having trouble manifesting. Recent past for Cancer, and it feels financial. Recent past for Cancer, please. There's the Fool. And the Two of Pentacles upright. So it's almost like this whole reading is about balance. Because you've been feeling this. Life has been kind of kicking you while you're down. But I also feel like it's trying to get you to see that life is truly about balance. And I feel like your focus has been on one particular aspect instead of the whole thing, which is normal. Okay, this is driving me crazy. I think this table's a little, I don't know why that's stressing me out so much. Okay, in your current energy, because you have the Two of Pentacles, which talks about balance. So this is about a new beginning. This you're headed towards a new beginning. It's full of balance here. But you have to create that balance. Okay, let's get more for your current energy here, Cancer. Actually, no. I want to clarify this Two of Pentacles. That's what I want to do first. Clarifying the Two of Pentacles for Cancer. The Nine of Cups in reverse with the Fool. So your focus has been on what I like to call the gap. Like it's like you're here and you want to be here, and your focus has constantly been on where you haven't yet been able to get to, what you haven't been able to create, the gap. Instead of falling in love with the little things. This is interesting. It's a very clarifying the Nine of Cups in reverse. It's a very like kind of specific message. Yeah, because there's the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse can be a kind of a lack of gratitude for the little things. And we often get very confused on our journey, on our manifestation journey. We think that when we achieve or attain or obtain whatever it is that we're wanting, that means we're going to be happy when we get there. If I have this level of success, if I have this much money, if I reach my goals, if I get there, then I'll be happy. And that is a big lie that we tell ourselves and that society tells us. I used to see it all the time when I was a financial advisor. People would work their life away, get to retirement, and realize that they were no happier in retirement than they were working their life away, and start to regret working their life for retirement that feels the same. Because your happiness, it doesn't come from your material world, right? Your material world can certainly be they can be filled with experiences that you feel very lucky to get to have, but the fulfillment and the happiness that you very obviously are looking for, and that we all are looking for, it comes from our perception of our reality. And that's why you have this balance, spirituality and practicality, because this is this need to realize that life isn't just material. And I feel like you know that. I feel like you know that to a certain extent. And I feel like this is more just finding that balance within to be able to really experience that. Because again, this is trust in the magic of in the universe. This universe is very magical. And there are, beautiful things happening every single day. But the more that we focus on our material world, the more we lose sight of that. Current energy for Cancer. And when we lose sight of that, that's kind of when we can get stuck in this energy. Lack of passion, lack of happiness. We face burnout. It really is about reframing our perception. Current energy for Cancer. Your higher self is trying to overcome this feeling, this Five of Cups that you're experiencing. It's this like I feel like you've been pretty consistently disappointed with your circumstances, with people, with outcomes. And I feel like your higher self is trying to get you out of that energy in a way. Let me clarify this message. Clarifying the High Priestess with the Five of Cups. Clarifying the High Priestess, because there's Ace of Cups with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and then the Nine of Cups in reverse again. So this is actually, yeah, no, those are upside down. So this is almost like you're afraid to be hopeful because you've experienced very little things in your life that have sustained a hopeful feeling within you. And that's what I go back to trying to help people understand, because I've experienced this in my own life, not once, but 2 times over. I used to be a financial advisor, like I kind of mentioned, and I found a lot of success in that very quickly, actually. And I noticed that every time I reached a level of success financially, or a new title, or whatever the case would be, that I wanted more. nothing was ever fulfilling because the chase was what I was living for. So when I realized that, I actually quit my job, fell into a spiritual path, and read tarot. I fell into a tarot career, and I did that for about a year before I realized I had some more healing to do. So this is actually technically my second channel for those of you who don't know. I had a same name, Tarot by Gabrielle, in the past, but I've transformed into where I'm at now. Or this is a new channel. I have transformed personally, and that's kind of what I was going to say. So I fell off of that, realized I had some healing to do, got a little lost again, and fell back into kind of a stressful, material-based career where I was chasing success again. And it was as a real estate agent, which honestly was wildly similar to being a financial advisor. I mean, it was almost identical in terms of the day-to-day. And I had to have the realization again, oh, okay, just because I wasn't ready for tarot, for having, the career that I wanted yet, doesn't mean I need to go backwards into what I did before, because it hadn't changed. I still was very unsatisfied because it wasn't the material success, the material validation that was never going to make me happy. And it's almost like I had to learn that lesson twice. And I say that because that's a lot about what this reading is about. Needing to let go of the idea that your material endeavors are ever going to bring you the happiness, the fulfillment, and the stability that you're looking for. You're going to consistently feel this Five of Cups energy, this disappointment, because your material world will always disappoint you. Always, without a doubt. Your spiritual world, however, that's a different story. I'm sorry, my necklace is like tickling down my back right now. Very uncomfortable. Actually, please excuse me. I'm going to take this off because it's driving me crazy. Okay. So that's why you have balanced spirituality and practicality, is you have to find that balance between the material world and the spiritual world. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't still be successful in the material world. It's just that you can't rely on your material endeavors to make you feel happy. And that's a huge, huge, huge trap that I'm pretty sure every human being has fallen into at least once in their life, is thinking that the next thing, the next level of success, the next whatever was going to bring them happiness, and eventually you come to find out, no, that doesn't bring me happiness, and then you try to look for it in something else, until you get to a point where you realize, oh, I'm repeating a pattern and nothing is actually making me feel fulfilled. It's not about getting to the next level materially, it's about getting to the next level spiritually. That's the key. Current energy here for Cancer. Current energy for Cancer, please. I want to clarify this. Clarify this message for Cancer, please. The Lovers in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Clarify this message for Cancer. Okay, so there's that same Six of Pentacles we just saw. These have all been upside down, right? No, that one's upside down. That's right side up. Okay, this is upside down. Okay. So, at the end of the day, Cancer, you struggle with feeling deserving of the life that you ultimately want. And the reason for that is you haven't experienced it. And that's like the kicker, right? This world, this universe is full of possibilities. It's full of magic. It's full of potential. But we tend to see things through the lens of what we've experienced. So we think that what we've experienced is all that's possible. And when we do that, we tether ourselves to very limited experience, a very limited aspect of what's possible in this world. And so when I talk about not feeling deserving, it's more you've never experienced it. You've never experienced financial abundance, financial freedom, emotional freedom, the love, the relationship that you deserve. You've never experienced those things. So it's really, really hard for you to expect them for yourself, because a level of you is like, well, what I've experienced must be what I deserve. Therefore, that's all I deserve. And you're actively, that's why I said you're fighting with your life. You're actively fighting against that belief that you aren't deserving of more than what you've experienced. So that's why your material has been so frustrating, is because your spiritual isn't in alignment with abundance. It's in alignment with disappointment, because that's what you've expected. Or that's what you've experienced. So of course that's what you expect. And that's what this whole spiritual healing journey is about. And that's why it sounds so, woo-woo, right? Like you got to heal to experience new things. But that's going back to what I said at the beginning, your perception really is your reality. If you see things through the lens of this Five of Cups energy, if you see things through the lens of what you've experienced, you will expect that. And our expectations are the root of our results. And so this is about healing that belief, because 95% of our movements, choices, decisions, actions, I say this in a lot of my readings, are subconscious. And our subconscious, that's 95%. Our subconscious is a compilation of the habits that we've built over time. And those habits can be what we've learned to believe, we've learned to act and interact and respond, and what our parents told us, what society told us. That's that 95% of us. Now our conscious, 5% of our conscious power that we have in response to our reality, we have to use that to retrain ourselves to see things through the lens of hope and positivity and possibility. That's what I want this reading to be about for you guys, for anyone, that not just cancers, but anyone, is that the possibility of the universe is so much bigger than the very limited experience that you've had. And so you deserve more than you've experienced. That's a for sure thing. But now it's about really diving into, how do I create what I do deserve? If I expect what I don't deserve because I've experienced it, how do I create what I do deserve? And the answer to that is shifting your perspective. It's easy, right? It's not an easy thing to actually do, but the answer is easy. Okay, immediate future for Cancer. Immediate future for Cancer, please. This is for Cancer's immediate future. Immediate future for Cancer. All right. This is a very confident energy, this King of Wands. Confidence goes so much deeper than just, I'm confident that people will like me. I'm confident that I'll be successful. It's I'm confident that I'm deserving. I'm confident that the universe has my back. I have not only faith in myself, but I have faith in the universe. We are the universe in motion. So when we're lacking faith in the universe, we're lacking faith in ourselves. And that's the hardest part to see, because I feel like a lot of people are like, well, I don't lack faith in myself. Like, failure isn't an option. Okay, but there's still an underlying energy of fear that's been going into the way that you've been investing in your life. And that's fear of what you've experienced. You experience certain things. That's where our fear comes from. Our fear comes from what we've experienced. And so this energy is about creating a truth for yourself, like a like a like a mantra, if you will. Again, this sounds so cheesy, but it's about creating like this mantra for yourself. Like for me, my personal truth, I feel like I've actually said this in a Cancer reading before. It could be different. It could not. Could be wrong. But my mantra is I am a good person, deserving of good things. Therefore, I can have faith in knowing that the universe is always providing me with good things. And the reason that that's my truth is I struggle with shame and guilt about my past. I struggle with believing that I'm deserving. And I struggle with knowing and thinking good things are coming. I struggle with anxiety. So I worry that bad things are coming. I worry that things are going to fall apart, you know? And so that's my personal truth. And every time I'm going through triggers or feeling, you know, in my environment that these things are being poked at, those fears, those struggles, I always come back to my personal truth. So this is about, and that's made me fall in love with the process because I have goals for myself that I want to achieve, you know. I don't plan on doing tarot at my kitchen table forever, but this is where I'm at now and I love this. I love doing this. I have a lot of fun doing this. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm not going to get to where I'm going, where I'm trying to go. It just means that this is where I'm at right now. And so I say that to say your immediate future, this new romantic cycle, it's learning to fall in love with your life, to fall in love with the process. And I can't tell you how to do that. That's going to be between you and your higher self. Because again, this is like, you know, we're all playing a little, this life is a video game. And we're either in control of it or it's in control of us. And our perception of our reality is how we have control over our reality. What we give focus to is what we attract more of. If we give focus to lack, if we give focus to the Five of Cups, if we give focus to fear, we will experience more of that. If we can give focus to joy and gratitude and excitement and passion, and the only way we can really do that is we have faith that everything's going to be okay, which it is, as long as you believe that, right? Again, your results, your belief is the root of your results. That's where you find happiness. Immediate future for Cancer. Immediate future for Cancer, please. Ooh, the Hangman. Look at that. So this is you surrendering to the bigger picture, because here's you dropping this burden. You've been carrying this burden, this Five of Cups burden, this disappointment, like this expectation of disappointment. Been carrying that around. Like, it's almost like if you have something good that's potentially like going to happen, your first response is always like, this probably isn't going to happen because it's too good to be true. Like, your first response to anything possible, any possibility for you is, this probably won't happen because it's too good to be true. And that right there, you are giving energy to expecting disappointment. Your results or your expectations are the root of your results. Your beliefs are the root of your results. And so dropping the burden of expecting disappointment creates this realization that you can believe in the possibility. You can trust in the magic of the universe. The universe has your back. The universe is on your side, especially when you're pursuing your passions with joy and creativity and possibility. So, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles right there. This is long-term financial abundance. This is sustainable financial abundance. This reading is very deep and very, very long. All right, one more for Cancer's immediate future. One more for Cancer's immediate future. Oof. The King of Wands. Again, that's that confident energy. And you have that energy is, this is when I talk about the difference between a false sense of confidence and confidence rooted in faith. A false sense of confidence is, I look better than everyone else in the room. I have more money than everyone else in the room. I have a better car than everybody else. Like, that's a false sense of confidence. I'm not saying that's what you are, Cancer, but I do want to talk about the difference between a false sense of material based confidence versus true, real, authentic confidence, which comes from, I know that I deserve good things, and I know that my intentions are aligned. That's the biggest thing to understand. Your actions don't really matter as long as your intentions are aligned. If your intentions are aligned with a false sense of confidence, I want as much money as I can have, I want to have the best looks. If your intentions are aligned with that, you will continue to experience disappointment, because that is not fulfillment. That is a false sense of confidence. That's a false sense of control. If your intentions are aligned with, I'm trying to be a good person, I'm trying to help people, I'm trying to create happiness for myself, I'm trying to create a joyful existence, I'm trying to um, become the best, version of myself. If those are your intentions, then those are aligned intentions, and your actions will follow. And I feel like this is realigning your intentions from what you want to have to what you want to feel. And that shifts you from a material based mindset to an abundance, spiritual based mindset. And that creates material abundance in the long term. When I quit my job as a financial advisor and I started doing tarot, I, within 3 months, started making more money than I did as a financial advisor, and way more money than I did when I was a real estate agent. And obviously, I've just started this channel again, so we're building. But when you start putting your spiritual side first, you start creating the material side that you were looking for all along. So that's what your reading is about. 32 minutes long, and we're gonna have an extended. All right, I'm gonna hop on over to the extended. The extended is where I give a little bit more advice. I try to pull advice from spirit, from the divine energy, from love. And then I have an actual advice card that I'll pull for my Soul Truth Tarot deck at the end. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the support of my channel. I have grown so much in the past couple of months. It's been absolutely astounding. I just hit 2,000 followers. I think it was Friday. Maybe it was Sunday. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But thank you guys. It's been an amazing journey. I'm so excited to see where we're headed. I hope this reading helped and resonated with someone out there. I really, really like the messages that came through. And I wish you guys absolutely nothing but the best on your journeys and a wonderful 2023. All right. Bye, Cancer.